Namaskara. This is part 3 of the Labinalayalli short film. Again, I'll be playing it's the same format. I'll be playing about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes of the video, and then I'll come back again and do a sentence by sentence translation and a word by word grammar. Let's start.
ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ
ಸರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್.
ನೀವೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸಾಕು ಸರ್.
ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಲ್ಲ. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಲಿ.
ಹಲೋ ಬ್ರದರ್, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅವ್ರ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದ್ರೂ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡಿ. ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಲ್ಲ ತಾನೇ? ಈ ದುಡ್ಡು ಯಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆದು.
ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು?
ನಾನು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೂ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು.
ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಾದರೂ. ಅಂಕಲ್, ಈ ದುಡ್ಡು ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಬುಕ್ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್.
ನೋಡ್ದಾ, ನಿಂಗೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇರೋ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸನಾ? ಮೊದಲು ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳು ಅಂದೆ. ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳಂದೆ.
ಸಾರಿ ಅಂಕಲ್.
ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆನೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂಕಲ್. ನಾನು ಓದಬೇಕಂತ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಾನೇ ಮುಡುಪಾಗಿಟ್ರು. ಅವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕಲಿಲ್ಲ, ತಮ್ಮ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಹರಿದ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಶೂಸ್ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು.
Okay, so this is the part that we need to translate now.
Cheers. ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಸರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್.
ನೀವೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸಾಕು ಸರ್.
Okay, so here in that coffee shop, it's the same scene. So the guy is saying Hogona to his friend, and then at that time this waiter comes and gives the change. So he says, "Sir, change." Then this guy says, "Nive itkolli, you keep it yourself." And then that waiter says, "Sir, nanage 20 rupees saku sir. 20 rupees is enough for me. I don't need all this, the extra money that you are giving me as tips." That's what it means. So Hogona means shall we go? Okay, so that's how he starts to his friend. And then Nive ittukoli is you keep it yourself. Nanage 20 rupees saku, like what I said. It's like for me 20 rupees is enough. So let's do a word by word. Hogona comes from hogu. Okay, hogu means go. Hogona is an imperative mood. It is basically a first person plural imperative mood. So it means shall we go? Okay, so it's very easy to form madona. If you add na to it, right? Madu, mado, na. Ona you should add, not na. Ona. If you add ona, it means shall we. And that action. Shall we see? Nodona. Madona. Shall we do? Okay. Tinnona. Shall we eat? Okay. Utak hogona. Uta is food. Utak hogona. So this is very easy to form this pattern. So hogona. Then the nive ittukolli. So nive comes from nivu. Nive. Again, it's a clitic. Nivu means you. Right? Nive means you only. Right? It is a clitic again to emphasize saying you yourself. You only keep it. Nive. That a is added for clitic. Then ittukolli. So ittukolli comes from idu. Idu is a verb that means keep. Ittu is after. Ittu means after having kept. It is what I call as a past verbal participle. Ittu. Kollu, like what I had told before, kollu is an auxiliary verb. It means you to do an action on oneself. Ittu kolli. So ittu kollu becomes ittu kolli is with respect. So he is telling this person, ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. You keep it yourself. Like that. So that is ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Now, then ನನಗೆ 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸಾಕು. ನನಗೆ, for me. ನಾನು becomes ನನಗೆ. I becomes ನನಗೆ, fourth ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ. ನಾನು ನನಗೆ 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ, 20 rupees. 20 is 20. ರೂಪಾಯಿ, rupees. ಸಾಕು means enough. ಇದು ಸಾಕು. ಬೇಕು means want. ಸಾಕು means enough. Okay, let's move on.
ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೊಬ್ಬು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಲ್ಲ, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಲಿ.
So when that waiter says this much money is enough, then this guy gets angry. So he says you should not have so much arrogance. Okay, you should learn to do your work properly. That's what he's saying. So let's do a word by word translation. Ishtu kobbu. Ishtu means this much. Kobbu literally means fat, but figuratively it means arrogance. Okay, ishtu is this much. Ashtu means that much, right? Kobbu is fat. Okay. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಅಲ್ಲ means not good. Allah is not. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು means that which is good. Okay. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ is good as an adjective. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು becomes a noun, right? That which is good. So ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಲ್ಲ. For example, ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಪುಸ್ತಕ means good book as an adjective. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You must only do good action, good things. ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So here ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ, that adjective, by adding that adu, it has become a noun, right? Okay, then sariyagi. Sari means right. Sariyagi means properly. Okay, in the right way. So sari, whenever you add agi suffix to something, it is like making it into an adverb, making a noun into an adverb. Properly. Proper becomes properly. Right, correctly, like that. That's what this agi suffix helps. Kelasa is work. Madodu kali. Madodu. So madodu kali means madodu means act of doing. It is a gerund. Okay. Kali means to learn. It's a verb to learn. Okay. Madu becomes maduvudu. Madodu is a short form. Maduvudu. The vudu suffix is what is making a verb into a noun, which is called a gerund. The act of doing. Maduvudu. Kali means learn. Kali, the verb itself, means learn. And in Kannada, the root verb itself is an imperative mood. It's a command. Madu means do that action. No, do, see, right? Kali, learn. Then what else? Kodu, give. So these are all commands, and that itself is the root of the verb. And this is called imperative mood. Second person singular imperative mood. Okay, let's move on.
ಹಲೋ ಬ್ರದರ್, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Okay, now the hero is sitting in the next table. He's saying, hello brother, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. It means, hello brother, wait 1 minute. Okay, that's what it means. Let's do a word by word. ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ, 1 minute. Okay, ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, stop. Okay, it comes from nillu. Nillu means to stand or to stop. When you want to stop a car, it becomes nillisu. Or if you're a taxi, for example, you want to ask the taxi driver to stop, then you should say nillisu, because you're making the car stop. Nillu, nillisu, the isu suffix that I talked about in the previous video. When you add isu, it means to do an action on somebody, right? So here nillu means stand or stop yourself. Nillisu means stopping a vehicle or something. Okay, so here nillu becomes nintukollu. Again, kollu is used to say that you stop yourself. Okay, that's what so nintkollu. So one nimsha nintkolli means wait for a moment, like that. Kolli, here kollu becomes kolli for respect. Okay, let's move on.
ಅವ್ರ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದ್ರೂ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡಿ.
ಅವರ ಬಯಸಿಗಾದರೂ ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡಿ. That means for his age at least you give him respect. Okay, that's what he means. Let's do a word by word translation. Avara, his. Avaru becomes avara. He becomes his. Sixth vibhakti. Avara ಬಯಸಿಗಾದರೂ. ಬಯಸು means age. Okay, ಬಯಸಿಗೆ, for the age. Fourth vibhakti. Adaru means at least. So adaru is always added to have that meaning of at least. ಬಯಸಿಗಾದರೂ, at least to his age. ಬೆಲೆ ಕೊಡಿ. ಬೆಲೆ means value or price. Kodu is give. Kodi, with respect. Your imperative mood with respect. Second person, you will say kodi, madi, nodi, like that. Nodu becomes nodi, madu becomes madi. These are all commands that you're giving with respect. If it's a older person, you will say kodi. If it's a younger small boy that you're talking to, you will say kodu. Without respect, you can call. So bele here means value or price.
ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಲ್ಲ ತಾನೇ?
Okay, so this guy, the guy with the red shirt, he's a bit embarrassed. So so this hero is saying, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಬೇಜಾರಿಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ. What he means is, it's okay, leave it. I'll ask you one question. I ask you, don't feel bad, don't feel offended. That's what he means. Let's do a word by word translation. Paravagilla bidi means it's okay, leave it. This is a complete expression that anybody can use. Paravagilla means it is okay. Paravagilla is it is okay. The whole word, it means it's okay. Okay, bidi means leave. Bidu is to leave. Bidi is with respect. Bidi, leave it. So this whole expression you can say. Paravagilla bidi means if you want something to be left off, then you can say paravagilla bidi. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ, ಐ, ನಿಮಗೆ, ಟು ಯು, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ವಿಭಕ್ತಿ. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ, ನೀವು ನಿಮಗೆ, ಟು ಯು, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ಒನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್. ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಕೇಳು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್. ಕೇಳು ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ as in hearing through your ears, that's also ಕೇಳು. Asking something is also ಕೇಳು. ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, simple present tense. I will ask you, I'll ask you a question. Okay, ಬೇಜಾರಿಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ. ಬೇಜಾರ್ means you are not uncomfortable. So bejar means uncomfortable. Illa then it's like you don't mind. Is it? Tane again is a question tag to say right. So bejar illa means hopefully you are not offended by it. Tane, right? Like that. Okay, let's move on.
ಈ ದುಡ್ಡು ಯಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ?
ಈ ದುಡ್ಡು ಯಾರದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಬಹುದಾ? This money, whose it is? Can I ask? Like that. Okay, so word by word, what you call grammar. ಈ ದುಡ್ಡು, this money. ದುಡ್ಡು is money. E is this, a is that. Okay, so whenever you use e and a, you have to follow it with a noun. So idu means this thing, adu means that thing. There is no, you are not referring anything, you're not giving the description of the thing. But here money is duddu. So you say, you don't say idu duddu, you should say e duddu, because duddu already has a description. So you should say e duddu. E literally means this, a means that. Okay, e duddu yarudu. Yaru is who. Yarudu means whose, belongs to who. Yaru plus adu, yarudu. Okay, so whose. Anta, like that. Anta joins ee duddu yarudu, this word, and the whatever is coming next. That's what this anta does. It's a joining word. Anta kelabahuda. Kelabahuda means can I ask? Can it be asked? Kelabahuda. Kelu is ask. Kela, infinitive mood. Bahuda. Bahuda means can. So bahuda, bahudu means can do. Bahuda means it's a question. You're asking, for example, ee ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ? Can you do this work? ನಾನು ನೋಡಬಹುದಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪುಸ್ತಕ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ನಾನು ನೋಡಬಹುದಾ? So can I look at your phone? Bahudu means can. Yes, you can do it like that. Bahudu, bahuda. Okay, that is bahudu means can. Bahuda means can I, like that. ಕೇಳಬಹುದಾ, ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ. So ಮಾಡು, you should not say ಮಾಡು ಬಹುದಾ. You should not say ಕೇಳು ಬಹುದಾ. ಕೇಳು is the verb. You have to change it to ಕೇಳ, infinitive mood. Okay, and then add ಬಹುದಾ. Okay, let's move on.
ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆದು.
ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು?
Okay, so this red shirt guy says, ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆದು. Then the hero says, ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ರು. ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆದು means my father's, he's saying. ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ರು, why did he give? That's what he's saying. So let's do a word by word. ನಮ್ಮ, our, my. ನಾನು becomes ನಮ್ಮ. Okay, ನಮ್ಮ metro. We always have that, right? So it's ನಮ್ಮ. ತಂದೆದು. ತಂದೆದು, father's. ತಂದೆದು. Right? Tandedu means father's. Tande, father. Tandedu, father's. Tande plus adu, tandedu. Right? So, nanu, namadu. I, mine. Neenu, ninnadu. So it's a possessive personal pronouns. You, yours. Similarly, tandedu, avaradu, it's his, like that. Okay. Yak kotru, yake is why. Kottaru, kotru is kottaru actually. So kotru means why he gave respect. Kodu is give. Kotta, kottaru, simple past, third person plural. Avaru kottaru, nanu kotte. So if you look at any of my videos on simple past, you will understand this. So kottaru, yake kottaru means why he gave. Let's move on.
ನಾನು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು.
Okay, now he's saying I am going to college for some use, because he gave it like a pocket money. So for any usage, for me to use and spend this money, he gave it like that. He's answering. So let's do a word by word translation. Nan college ke hogtini. I go to college. I go to college. So here what he means is this college ge, to college ge. Hogtini. Hogu means go. Hogtini, simple present tense. First person singular. Nanu hogtini. Avaru hogtare, like that. So nan hogtini. I go to college. Yavad kadaru. So yavad kadaru means yavadu means yava means which. Yavadu again whichever, which thing. Right? Adu is getted yavada. Adaru is added for anything at all, for any unknown expenses, like that. Yavad kadaru. Okay. Upayoga means usage, use. Agali, let it become. So this ali suffix agu is become. Agali is let it become. So this ali suffix is also imperative mood. It's a third person singular. Madali. So avaru madali, let him do. Right? Nan madala, shall I do? Right? That's a question. Nan madala. You should not say nan madali. You should say let me do it. Right? Allow me to do this. Leave me to do this. Okay? Leave me in peace, like that. Okay? Nan madak bittuvidi, like that you have to say. Whereas if you want to say a third person, let him do this work, then you say avaru madali. So you add that ali suffix, madu madali. Let him see, avaru nodali, like that. So that ali suffix is a part of the imperative mood concept. Okay, so let's move on. Anta kottaru, like that, for that purpose, like that. Kottaru, kodu becomes kottaru, meaning simple past third person plural. Kodu kottaru. Let's move on.
ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಾದರೂ ಅಂಕಲ್ ಈ ದುಡ್ಡು ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಸರ್
Okay, so the hero says Yavadakadaru, meaning he says it in a very sarcastic way, right? Then he's asking the old man, that waiter, what do you do? What will you do with the money that you have? Right? That he's asking. Okay, so Yavadakadaru means for something, for some purpose at all. Now, do this money, uncle. Do this money. Togondu means after taking. So how it comes? Togollu is to take. Togondu, after taking, past verbal participle. After taking this money, ee duddu togondu, after taking this money, neevu, right? Neevu, you with respect, neevu, yen martira, yenu martira, what will you do? So madu martira. Okay, so okay, it can also be yen martiri. Martiri and martira are almost similar. It has very subtle difference which we can ignore here. So it means yen martira. What will you do with this? Right. Neevu yen martira. This is what he is asking. Let's move on.
ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಬುಕ್ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್.
Then he says, sir, ನನ್ನ ಮಗನಿಗೆ book kodistini bidi sir. I'll buy a book for my son. That's what he's saying. Okay, let's look at word by word. Nan magange. So nanna magange here, actually not nan, nanna magange. So it means my magange, to my son. Maganu is son, maga is son. Magange, to my son. Maga is our ending, so you have to put maganige. So which is fourth vibhakti. To my son. Book kodistini, again kodu becomes kodisu, right? Kodu means give. Okay, kodisu means make somebody give, because he's going to make this money give the book, right, to his son. Using this money he's going to give. That's what he means. He says, hey, I'm going to buy a book with this money. That's why it is kodu becomes kodisu, to make someone give. Kodistini will make. Nanu kodistini, it's a simple present, first person singular. So nanu book kodistini bidi sir, leave it. leave it. No, not a big deal, like that he's saying. BD usually you say it to say leave it, forget it, let's move on, like that. Okay.
ನೋಡ್ದಾ ನಿಂಗೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇರೋ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸನಾ?
Then now the hero says ನೋಡ್ದಾ ನಿನ್ಗೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇರೋ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸನ. Now you see the difference between you and him, like that he's saying. Let's look at it word by word. ನೋಡ್ದಾ is actually ನೋಡಿದೀಯಾ. Did you see? Here there he is not giving respect to this guy because he's a college student. So ನೋಡು, ನೋಡಿದೆ, ನೋಡಿದೀಯಾ. So this is simple past. Okay. So ನೋಡಿದೀಯಾ, ನೋಡಿದೆ. ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದೆ. ಅವನು is also ನೀನು ನೋಡಿದೆ. You also is ನೋಡಿದೆ. In Kannada, ನಾನು ನೀನು both will have ನೋಡಿದೆ, meaning simple past. I saw, you saw. Now when you add ನೋಡಿದೀಯಾ, when you add that ನೋಡಿದೀಯಾ, it becomes a question. Did you see? Okay, that's what is ನೋಡಿದೀಯಾ. ನಿನಗೂ, ಅವರಿಗೂ. So when you add this ನಿನಗೆ is to you. ನೀನು becomes ನಿನಗೆ and becomes ನಿನಗೂ. So when you add ನಿನಗೂ, it's eclectic to emphasize including between you and him. So ನಿನಗೂ can be used for example, you can say ನಾನು ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಬೈ. or ನಾನು ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬೈ ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್. ನಿನಗೂ ಬೇಕಾ, you also want it or not, there also you use ನಿನಗೂ. So ನಿನಗೂ is like inclusion, it's eclectic for adding, right? So here he's saying ನಿನಗೂ ಅವರಿಗೂ, between you and him. That's what he is saying. ಅವರಿಗೂ, ಅವರು, ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಅವರಿಗೂ, right? That is also eclectic. ನಿನಗೂ, ಅವರಿಗೂ. ಇರೋ means ಇರುವ. So this ಇರುವ becomes ಇರುವ. It is present relative participle. ಇರುವ, that which is there, right? ಇರುವ, that which is present. ಇರುವ what? Difference. ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ, ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸನ, ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನ, ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ means difference. ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನ, second vibhakti. The difference. So when you want to add the, like how you add in English, you have to use the anna suffix, second vibhakti. Again, I have a video on the second vibhakti. Okay, so he's saying the difference between you and him, that which is there. Iruva is that which is there. So iruva, how can it be used in a sentence? For example, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ. The book, that which is there on the table, give it to me. So iruva is a present relative participle which actually points to that item that is on the table. What is on the table? That with the book that is on the table. So you don't say give me the book, you're saying, you're describing more about the book. You're saying the book which is on the table, give that to me. I don't want the book that is on the floor, I want the book that is on the table. So you say table mele iruva pustaka, the book that is there on the table, ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ, give it to me. That's where the iruva. So this relative, I've mentioned this again in my videos. If you have watched my video on relative participles, right, or in general participles, they are very powerful concepts where you can make very complex sentences. The present relative participle, the past relative participle. Within past relative participle, you have past verbal participle. Within past participle, you have past verbal participle and past relative participle. So concept of participles itself, I have a very long video. Please do watch it because it helps you to make those complex sentences. As adults, we don't make simple sentences like children. We make complex sentences, right? So because of our maturity, of our consciousness. So when you learn a new language, you need these tools like participles and all to make these complex sentences. So please do learn participles. Vyathyasa is difference. Let's move on.
ಮೊದಲು ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳು ಅಂದೆ.
So he says ಮೊದಲು ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳು ಅಂದೆ, and he repeats sorry. He's shouting it, right? So he's demanding a sorry. He's asking, ask sorry. Okay. ಮೊದಲು means first. ಮೊದಲ means an adjective. ಮೊದಲ ಪುಸ್ತಕ, ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಮೊದಲ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. This is my first attempt. ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ is attempt. ಮೊದಲ, when you say it's an adjective. ಮೊದಲು means first. Now, like right now, ಮೊದಲು. Before we do anything, first you do this, like ಮೊದಲು ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳು ಅಂದೆ. ಅಂದೆ means I said. It comes from annu. Annu means to say. Ande means I said, simple past. Okay, ನಾನು ಅಂದೆ, ನೀನು ಅಂದೆ, ಅವರು ಅಂದರು. Okay, like that. Annu becomes ande. Okay, so ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳು ಅಂದೆ, ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳು I said, like that. ಕೇಳು means ask. See, here is just ಕೇಳು, he's just giving a command without any respect. If you want to give respect, you say ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳಿ. like that. Okay, let's move on.
ಸೊ ಸಾರಿ ಅಂಕಲ್.
ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆನೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂಕಲ್. ನಾನು
So he says, Nam tandenu hage uncle. Means my father is also like you. Hage means like that, uncle. So here Namma is our, my, our. Nanu Namma. Tandenu, father, father also. Tandenu. Again a critic for inclusiveness. Hage, hage is like that. Hege means how. In which manner. Hage means in that manner. He is also like you in that manner.
ಓದ್ಬೇಕಂತ ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಾನೇ ಮುಡುಪಾಗಿಟ್ರು.
ಸೊ ನಾನು ಓದಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತನ್ನ ಜೀವನನೇ ಮುಡಪ್ಪಾಗಿಟ್ಟರು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಹಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಯು ಸೇ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಇಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ವರ್ಡ್. ನಾನು ಐ, ಓಕೆ, ಓದಬೇಕು, ಓದು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಓದಬೇಕು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ. So this is a very useful modal verb, ಬೇಕು. When you add a ಬೇಕು after a verb, it means must do something. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, I must do. ನಾನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು, I must see. ನಾನು ಓದಬೇಕು, I must study. ನಾನು ಕಲಿಯಬೇಕು, I must learn. Right? So this ಓದು means read also. ಓದು also means to study. So when you add ಬೇಕು to the infinitive mood of a verb, it means you should, I must do something. Should, must, that kind of expression is what this will do. It's very easy to form. You can easily learn this. Of course, I've made a modal verb video. You can watch that. Anta, like that, having decided that, what did the father do? Tan jeevanananna, tanna, his own life. Jeevana is like the jeevananne means his life itself. It's a clitic again. Jeevanane, his own life itself. Tanna, okay, now tanu means himself, okay. Avanu is him. When you are talking about him, when you say tanu, it's his himself. Tanna, tanu. Okay, tanu, tanna, himself, his own, right? His own life itself. Tanna pustakavanna. So when you're narrating a story to somebody, ಆ ಹುಡುಗ ತನ್ನ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನ ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡ, ಆ ಹುಡುಗ ತನ್ನ ಪುಸ್ತಕವನ್ನ, that boy, his book, right? His own book he lost. Kaledukollu means to lose, right? So kaledukonda, he lost his book, like that. So that's where you use the tanna. Madappagi means mudappu means it's like a coin tied to a cloth. In front of God you will tie that and keep when you want to get something done, right? And you want to ask God, request God for it. So you'll tie a coin or something and keep it in front of God. That's what it literally means. But figuratively what it means is he set aside his whole life for this purpose of making me study. He didn't have anything for himself, meaning he dedicated himself. That is the word madapagi. Okay, agi is added here to say that as a he put his life as a what you call as an object. I mean he dedicated his life for this purpose. That's what is madapagi. Ittaru, idu means to keep. Ittaru means he kept. Simple past, third person singular. Madapagi ittaru.
ಅವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕಲಿಲ್ಲ means he did not wear good clothes. ಅವರು he ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ, good clothes. ಬಟ್ಟೆ means clothes. ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳು is clothes. ಬಟ್ಟೆ when they say it also means clothes. ಹಾಕಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಕು is put. ಹಾಕಲಿಲ್ಲ did not put. Negative simple past. I talked about this yesterday. The negative suffix in Kannada you have lilla, right? Lilla, alla and illa, right? Haklilla means did not put, past tense. Hakilla means have not put yet, meaning there is still a chance for me to put, which is called a present perfect negative. Hakilla. Haklilla is basically what you see here, which is simple past. So simple past is haklilla, present perfect is hakilla, then hakalla means will not put, which is future tense. I will not do this work. Nanu, I will not put it here. Nanu illi hakalla, I will not do, which is future tense. So there are only three suffixes for negative. One is lilla, illa, alla. These three you have to add to the verb, right? Madlilla, did not do. Madilla, have not done. Madalla, will not do. Okay, Let's move on.
ತಮ್ಮ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಹರಿದ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಶೂಸ್ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು.
So he says, ತಮ್ಮ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಅರ್ಧಾದ್ರು ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಶೂ ತಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. So it means even if his slippers were cut off, he still ensured that we got good shoes, new shoes, like that. Okay, so let's go word by word. Tam chapli, his slippers. Tamma chapli, tanna chapli. Aridadru, ari means to cut off. Aridadru, even if it is cut, adru gets added to say even if it is cut. Namage, to us. Nanu, navu, namage, to us. Meaning all the children, his children. Olle shoes, good shoes. Tandu kotru, taru means to bring. Tandu, after bringing, after having brought. This is past verbal participle. After having brought, what did he do? Kotru, he gave. Simple past tense. Move on. Okay, so that was the last slide of this part of the video. So I hope this was useful. I will see you again in the part 4 of this short film. I hope all this is helping you to learn Kannada quickly. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.